if you think about it, maybe if he kept his mouth shut, it wouldn't have happened that way. So there's some things that happen to you because you got to go through the process in order to qualify for the purpose. But there's some other stuff where you get yourself in trouble.
That's right.
Now, I believe you got to go through something no matter what, but maybe Joseph didn't have to go to the pit. Maybe he could have came a different way. But God will even take your dumb mistakes.
Yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will.
This is why when I was younger and I made a mistake, I'd be all tore up forever. And I couldn't even forgive myself. I couldn't even deal with myself. I couldn't even believe I did it. I let everybody down. Now, if I make a mistake, I say, oh man, just throw it in the mix. I'm sorry, Lord. I know I did the wrong thing, but mix it all together, because when you get done mixing it all together, I'm going to come out all right. You're still going to fulfill your purpose. I may have to go to the pit, but it can't stop me from my purpose. Tell your neighbor, say, you may be in the pit, but it can't stop you from your purpose. Watch this now. He's in the pit, 17 years old. I want to tell you something. You may be in the pit, and it may be scary. I believe he was scared. 17 in a hole. Come on. Tell your neighbor, say, it's scary. But it's temporary. That blessed me. I wish somebody would catch that. Tell your neighbor, say, where you are right now, it may be scary, but it's only temporary. Come on, you're coming out of this pit. I'm telling you, you're coming out of this hole. I know things look crazy. I know your life is in turmoil. I know you're in a tunnel of chaos, but you get ready to come out. You're coming out. Why?
Yes.
Because Joseph's in the pit. He can't go any deeper. Am I right? That's the one good thing about the pit, man. You can't go any lower unless you got a shovel down there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a hole and you just seem like you keep digging it deeper? Tell your neighbor, say, we ain't going any deeper.
We ain't going any deeper.
But the other thing about the pit, you can't move laterally. Can't move, which means people on your level can't bring you out.
All right.
See, sometimes the moment you get in trouble, you're looking for your family to bring you out, your friends to bring you out. God put you deep down in this pit so nobody on your level could help you. In fact, have you ever been in trouble? You start calling all the people that can normally help you, and all of a sudden nobody answers the phone? Am I right? Yeah, because this is not something you're coming out laterally. Stop looking to other people. You got one way to come out of that pit, and you got to go up. Come on. It's time to go higher. Tell your neighbor, say, stop trying to go down. Stop trying to move laterally. It's time to seek God, and God's going to bring you out of this pit once and for all. Because when you come out of this pit, you're moving into your purpose. All right, let me close. Watch this. Just a little backdrop. Joseph's name in the Hebrew means may God add. So he was born with a promise. He was born with a future of multiplication. He dreamed the dream at 17. Told his brothers they hated him and the dream. And I'm almost there. 17 he dreamed the dream. It did not come to pass until he was 30. Now if I had time, I'd show you how he got delivered out of the pit, because it was a mistake that brought him out. But I don't have time unless 3 people want to hear it.
Come on.
This is why you can't be defined by the mistakes of your past. Abraham slept with Hagar, produced Ishmael. Mistake. In fact, messed the whole system up, because he was supposed to wait, because the promised child was to come through Sarah, and eventually did. It took almost 100 years to do it. But he made a mistake. When he made the mistake, then he produced this child, Ishmael.
Yes.
Fast forward to Joseph in the pit. Now the original plan was Reuben, who was the head of the family, the head of the 12. He really took Joseph and put him in a pit with the idea of going back and rescuing him and sending him back to his father. But in between that time period, all the other brothers went on a lunch break. While they were on the lunch break, they seen a band of Midianites coming by, which in the original Hebrew is Ishmaelites. So he seen this group of Ishmaelites. They were headed to Egypt, and they had all these spices and myrrh and all this stuff. They said, well, why don't we trade our brother for some stuff? So they sold him to the Ishmaelites. The Bible says that the Ishmaelites reached down into the pit and pulled Joseph out.
Yeah.
Which means Abraham's mistake,
Come on now, Pastor.
Ishmael became Joseph's future way out of the pit. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, God's about to take the mistakes of your past and use them for your deliverance. God's about to take all the stuff you messed up, all the mistakes you made, all the wrong people you let in your life, all the wrong connections that you made. God's getting ready to use it to pull you out of what you're in. Slap your neighbor a high five and tell him, say, neighbor, my mistake is about to bring me out.